This is Abdullah Kashmir, class CIS210, data structure and elementary algorithm, and this is the final project assignment, video number 2. And this video we're going to go through the menu. So for the menu, this is the main class. I'm just running one thing, and it's just going to go looping through the other classes. First thing it's going to go through is the welcome menu. This is gonna print my welcome menu, and I'm using slow printing. A class I created so that printed slowly, and it's gonna print the text also. And also the exit menu is the same thing, just different kind of printing. I just created these three different printing. First one is just left to right, which is gonna print the text slowly. It seems like a typewriter printing. And also printing from top to down. That's if I have multiple lines, but they're all associated with one picture, just like the word welcome over here. So it's going to print the first line, second line, third line, fourth line. And the large left to right, that's I did it for the exit, so it's gonna print all this, but it's using subtracting, so it's gonna print this section, then it's gonna print this section, then this section, and so on. So it seems just like the slow printing, but for the multiple line. Initialization, when I want my program to start first, I wanted to clear the file that is that has the feedback, and I also wanted to clear the file that for the bubble sort we specify how many numbers, because the application can be really can take a long time if I choose large number of files. So we can choose the different number of files later to make it faster. For example, like at 10,000 would be fast, but if I put 30,000, it took almost 15 minutes for me to perform. Input check is to make sure that the input is an integer, and that is also the specified number, and I'm using return me the number 0 as my error check. Like if the user input something like a letter or did not input anything, is going to return me 0, and I'm using that for my errors. Also pause, that's just to pause after showing a certain result or anything like that. So for the feedback, there are just two. One is going to write the feedback, the other one is going to read the feedback. Of course, every time I'm reading the feedback, I also want it to be removed, because in case I want to write anything else. For the select, now we're going to the first thing we're going to see in the menu is the select type, whether we want to go to the search programs or the sort programs. Now this menu is going to call another menus, so there's nothing really in here. It's just one menu that's either going to take us to the search program or the sort programs. Now in the sort programs menu, we have the bubble sort, we have the frequency sort. I did not really have any code for the programs in here. This is only just gonna call other classes. So in case if I'm gonna go to the bubble sort, and there's also of course option for back to menu and exit. Now if I'm gonna go to the bubble sort, this is the bubble sort menu. What's gonna do is gonna call the program. First we can select the number of files the values in the file, and run the bubble sort and back to the sort menu. Now this is the feedback, like current selected number. I will also have this as a feedback in case there is any invalid input, is going to show on here, and also is going to show me the current selected numbers of files. In case I don't have any, it's going to show that not set or something like that. Also selecting the files is going to have to be between 2 files and 2 values and 100,000 values, which is our max values we have on the file. And every time before it run it, it needs to check whether the numbers are sorted. For example, when we want to run the program, no, this is the select, number 2 is run in case 2. In case it's not set, then we're not going to be able to run the program because we did not set a number. In case if it's set, it's going to run the bubble sort, and it's just going to send that number and tell it to perform that many Then I have back to menu, and I have the default, which is says invalid selection. We're running a little over 5 minutes, so I'm going to create another video.